Hey future drivers! Today, we're going to examine Aptera's investment competition and determine if bankruptcy is a possibility. Stay tuned by subscribing and enabling notifications for updates on EV news and reviews. Let's start. Aptera, the innovative electric vehicle company, has recently made a significant announcement. They have initiated an investment competition, and the rules are simple. To participate, you need to invest a minimum of $10,000 in the company. The prize for the top investors is simple. The first 2,000 people to invest will receive one of the first Aptera vehicles to leave the market. The ultimate prize goes to the largest investor, who will receive the very first vehicle to roll off the production line. The rest of the 1,999 slots will be assigned in order of the amount invested. So the more you invest, the higher your chance of receiving one of the first vehicles. In a recent tweet, they stated, "Today, we are announcing a way to accelerate our production plan. #Accelerate Aptera. If you invest $10,000 or more through March 26th, you'll be put on a leaderboard for the first 2,000 vehicle reservation slots."
We're opening up the first 2,000 reservation slots to investors to receive early delivery of their launch edition vehicles.
Aptera has made tremendous progress in their electric vehicle production efforts, and their investment competition is just another demonstration of their drive and determination.
Very safe in crashes. They've designed it very cleverly to ensure that even side-on impact, you are quite well protected.
After delivering the first 2,000 vehicles to the top investors, Aptera still has a staggering number of orders to fulfill. Estimates put the number at between 38 and 40,000, which would bring in a massive $1.5 billion in revenue for the company. In their recent announcement blog post, Aptera was careful to highlight their readiness to start production and bring in the expected revenue. This level of preparedness is crucial in impressing potential investors and showing the company's capability to fulfill their promises. The emphasis on production readiness, combined with the massive revenue potential, is sure to catch the attention of savvy investors and bring a lot of attention to the competition. Now, let's question why Aptera is doing this. Aptera announces in a blog post that it has been awarded a $21.9 million grant from the state of California. To receive the funds, the company must first raise matching funds and spend them, after which it'll be reimbursed for their expenses. The 2,000 leaderboard spots, each requiring a $10,000 investment, amount to $20 million, plus any additional funds raised from the competition-style funding round. This should provide Aptera with the necessary funds to secure the $21.9 million grant and bring the total to over $40 million, near the amount the company states it needs to commence operations. Aptera states that once its funding goal is met, it will take approximately a year to commence production. Delays in raising funds will result in a corresponding delay in starting production. To avoid this, the company is urging investors to act promptly as the vehicle slot offer ends on March 27th. If we put this into perspective, Aptera's past serves as a cautionary tale. The previous iteration of the company, which failed in 2012, faced similar difficulties in raising funds and securing a government loan. This resulted in the inability to launch production and ultimately failure. However, the current company is now only $50 million short of its goal, compared to the previous shortfall of over $100 million. What do you guys think? Will Aptera reach their goal? Let us know in the comments below.
That's the charge port underneath the number plate. Come on, that's just cool. Unnecessary, but cool.
Aptera is now closer to production and boasts a superior design compared to its previous iteration. The company has collaborated with Monroe & Associates to streamline the vehicle's design for more efficient and rapid manufacturing, undergoing multiple refinements. Aptera has a stronger chance of success than previously, but it is certain it will ultimately reach production. Examining the rest of the three-wheeled and solar car industry is also enlightening. Aptera faced difficulty convincing wary investors, especially in Europe amidst global financial challenges. As a result, they requested full payment from reservation holders. The campaign's success prompted an extension of another month. Aptera reported a successful campaign after requesting reservation holders to pay in full for their cars, attracting significant funds and convincing traditional investors to return. The strategy of bypassing big investors appears to be a promising approach for unconventional companies aiming to achieve unique goals. But this doesn't necessarily indicate success for Aptera's similar fundraising strategy. Unfortunately, other companies in the three-wheeled or solar car sector are facing difficulties. Archimoto has stopped production and is close to bankruptcy. Elio Motors has already gone bankrupt, and Lightyear has also declared bankruptcy, only a few days after changing its focus to another vehicle, much like the first iteration of Aptera. The outlook in the industry segment focused on producing vehicles that run on solar energy is grim. Positives for these firms may look to historical examples, like the Wright brothers, who achieved flight soon after the New York Times proclaimed it was still a million years away. Like the cynical writers back then, today's skeptics discourage people from trying. It's important to note that while many people tried to fly prior to the Wright brothers' successful flight, the New York Times article was written after witnessing another failed flying machine. So the skeptical writers were not necessarily cynical, but rather basing their opinions on the failures they had seen up to that point, lacking the hindsight we have today. These companies, unlike the Wright brothers, face challenges in the finance and investment sphere rather than technological feasibility. Despite successful prototypes, solar power has proven insufficient for practical electrical range. However, non-solar three-wheeled vehicles have demonstrated their potential for enjoyment and utility. Although the prototypes produced by these companies have demonstrated that the concepts work, the challenge now is to convince people to pay for or finance these vehicles. Unfortunately, the limitations of current solar technology result in limited added range, or unconventional designs that may not be practical for many drivers. Solar technology is advancing, with established manufacturers like Toyota exploring its potential as cells improve. Laboratories are also focused on boosting the amount of power per unit area.
That's both lightweight, that both has 10-year lifespan, and is curved to the surface of our vehicle.
Thus, we can expect further advancements in the future. Even if companies like Sono and Aptera don't succeed, solar technology will improve, and future attempts are likely to have more backing. We're gonna wrap it up here, future drivers. Do you guys think Aptera will go bankrupt? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to turn on the notification bell for all the latest EV news and reviews. See you in the next video.